Hey folks, I'm Vainglory, and welcome to part 11 of my playthrough of Napoleon's Italian campaign in Napoleon Total War, playing with Darthmod. So in the last couple of turns, we've fought, in fact last turn, we've fought a couple of good battles in here against the Austrians predominantly, and we have routed their armies. So we've got a load of Sardinian armies up here that are only 2 or 3 units, and these guys obviously taking attrition in here. So we have Napoleon giving his army a bit of a rest just now and get some moderate replenishment. Serurier has some completely fresh units, not the best of units obviously, but he's got enough men there to go and deal with Sardinians. So we're going to go ahead and attack in here. I don't know, no, I think they're probably out of reinforcement range, which is a pity. I'd like to take them both out, but let's go ahead with this anyway. Okay, and I will fight the battle. And again, it's just essentially because I want to reduce casualties. So hopefully with the Austrians having been so badly beaten, that will be clear for me to go and push into their territory now, so I want to keep the initiative. I might even send Serurier and this small army over to take Aosta. But okay, there's not going to be anything fancy in here. What do we have? Fusiliers ×4, 1 revolutionary infantry, a couple of militia, a couple of national guard. Alright, well we'll send out the militia and the National Guard in the front line. Yeah, we'll brigade them, 1 of each. And then we've got plenty in reserve. I think we'll have these guys follow up as a second line. Oh no, I miscounted there. Let's actually have you. No, you and yeah, you. Will actually be a good brigade instead. And a revolutionary infantry, I think we'll just actually add them in here. Right, so the Sardinians way up there, it's just going to be a straight advance towards them, nothing fancy. So let's have you there. Can you not get forward there? Right, we can march over that hill, so we'll go there. And reserves. Just do something like that. Right, let's go. So, with the 1st Brigade, march to there. 2nd here. In fact, let's move you slightly to the left, because we're probably going to use the reserve to swing around the flanks. Put the pressure on. What's going on here? These guys, oh, they've come across their defensive positions, that's why they've got stragglers there. Right, now let's fast forward till we get into position. So you are going over the hill and you've gone round through the valley. Okay. one thing I would really like in the game is if you could promote, say, your National Guard or your militia into regular units. I suppose they get experience from fighting in battles, but that's not necessarily... Well, no, it is experience of like drill that the professional army would have. Campaigns may be a bit short though, but yeah, over the longer period it would be good to see your soldiers progress as they were experienced in battles. Even learning to carry their rifles, their muskets better would be something. Okay. So these guys, are they still marching towards me or have they formed their line? They've formed a line, I think. You're heading up to there. Let's split you like that in terms of that wall. Do something similar here. Don't want you stopping quite that far back, but I want to keep the reserves out of firing range. Partly so they don't take any casualties themselves, but also just there's no point in them having engagement in combat when you don't need it. So we've got militia there, line infantry in the centre, more militia over there. And they come again. No, they just pivoted to face, I think. Yeah. So they obviously see this as the bigger threat over here. And you're in position, so you form your line. You do the same. Just a bit more like that. Such a perfectionist. Alright. So she marched forward to about there. You can actually take up position in there. Okay, and you come up, you might actually take up a position along there and then let these guys flank round further. You march to there. We'll keep you back just about here for now. Okay, good. So they are now heading over towards the left. So let's have this regiment up here. You march to there. You're in range. Maybe not quite, actually. So step forward, and you do the same. Well, these guys are a bit further back. Might be able to entice them towards us. And it's the general's unit that we've engaged, or the commander's unit we've engaged straight away. They're actually very weak. I hadn't noticed that before. Push out through the brush. Edge a bit further forward just to make sure you're cresting that hill. You head up there. Let's get you in there. Let's bring you up here from now. You might be needed over there on the right. So hopefully Sardinians will rout for too much longer. These guys up here taking quite a few casualties. Have you push in further, there goes the leader. Enemy general, I don't think it's a general as such. Right, chase them down then. You get into there. As well, and I suppose may as well have you do some chasing. And the general, Serurier, you're on horses. You go and yeah, go after them. Yeah, turn and run. I like that, the way that the militia turn and run, the regular infantry. Try and keep a bit of order, form a square, even though there's no cav or anything. Okay, so hopefully we can wipe these guys out completely. It's this Serurier himself charging forward here. His blood's definitely up though. Let's fast forward.
Sir! Sir! Our general is under attack!
Don't get killed. In fact, I didn't even think of that. He could have charged right through the saboteur. They're disappearing. They're getting caught. These guys disappearing. Maybe not quickly enough though. They're off. They didn't quite get caught either. Okay. So lost 128 men. And National Guard and the militia. So that's fine. Lost 10 Fusiliers there. That's okay. Job done. And they've retreated into the snow, so they'll take attrition as well. Can you push on and attack them? You can. And it's 2 units of line infantry this time. Let's go ahead and fight this battle quickly. Yeah, if you can really badly damage these armies and push them back into the snow, keep the pressure on them, and it makes obviously the job that much easier. So we don't know where they are. And we don't have any cav to go and scout out or chasseurs or anything, so we just need to march forward, fairly broad front, and hopefully we catch them. I'm sure they're not going to run anyway. So let's do the same again. I'll get 2 regiments together. Is that the line there? I think it is. Right, and you together as well. And I think this time I'll have a couple of regular regiments in front as well. Let's have you guys just a bit further back. That's not fair, but who cares about fair? We want the less expensive troops out in front. Okay. So let's see if we can find them. You go around the left flank of the hill. March right towards it, and you'll come round the right flank. And we'll have Serurier perched up here. Now let's fast forward. Enjoying watching the troops marching through the snow there. But we do want this battle fought, done with quickly. Could be down on the reverse slopes. It's most likely, I think. Although, up in that forest wouldn't be too bad an idea. Let's come down to normal speed. Yeah, you march over to there. You head up here. And there we go. So, let's get our troops up here. And this regiment, Regiment 1, sorry, you can't see potentially what this regiment is. Brigade. First brigade up here, second in there. And we'll have the third over there. They're now heading up the hill. So, yeah, probably want you in there to start with. Is this impassable terrain? It is. So let's have you then head for there. How do you get up there? You can no, come round this way then. I hadn't realised that was impassable as well. So you head round there and get on their flank. It's actually a really good hill if you're defending on it. They're coming towards us here, so let's have you form line in there. You to march to there. Right. You stop there, and you actually just form your line here. You're not actually going to be in range of them, so change my mind, sorry. We'll march around into the back of them. Well, these guys advance up here. Just make sure you're heading around that flank of the hill, that's fine. We've engaged over here. So let's have you. In fact, you need to focus up the hill. So I'm afraid the Fusiliers need to be in the fight. Serurier, bring you forward. Forgotten all about you. Alright, they're actually staying back out of range. If you were to turn like that, hopefully it keeps you out of their range and you can shoot these guys. Edge forward. And you should be up here. I think that left flank's going to be too late, to be honest. You're taking casualties, so turn. Focus up on them. Yes, they're now moving towards us. So, and they might stand long enough being regular infantry. So they might stand long enough for these troops to get into position. You run now. And you're snaking your way up there. So I want you to march right up to there. These guys ran, but seem to be coming back. Yep, repositioned. So you turn and face. Okay, Serurier, let's review somewhere in there that you can support these 3 units, hopefully. Are you able to shoot them? They're still not in position. Run to there. Engage them, please. They've now turned to face you, so let's have you close in. You run as well. Okay. Not taking many casualties yet. Fortunately, it's the National Guard. and the militia that we've got facing them, so we're not going to suffer too badly either from losses in men. I don't think I've actually paid much attention to our opponents in a battle. Very nicely ordered. Didn't take long to aim, did you? You just stand up, pull the trigger straight away. You can see the musket balls flying overhead there, that's quite cool. Right, anyway, enough. Let's view. Chase them down. You go after them. You stay up here, make sure you're supporting these guys. And let's get the militia. They're beginning to run, almost. They're forming square, excellent. These regular regiments
Sir, our general is under
are
attack.
getting into position just in time. Okay. Charge. And we'll have the general going as well. Guys, stay in melee mode, try and catch them. There's still a lot of them left actually, and again, it's not the best troops that I've got fighting them. I'm losing slightly. Get in there, and we'll throw in another regiment. I want you down there to try and cut off the retreat. Forgot all about those guys. We're still winning slightly. We shall see. Okay. We'll get in there now. Enemy generals killed. Let's continue. How many men have you got left? 106, 105, so they should be going. These guys are getting away. But that's fine. Can live with that. Wipe out this unit. Yeah. Okay. Let's end the battle then. There's 500 men this time. So amazing the difference in quality of troops. Again, the militia and the National Guard took the majority of the casualties. I wonder how many of them were in the melee at the end. 67 Fusiliers lost. Not ideal, but still get plenty of men there. Right. Okay. Preference would be to get you back into our territory, but we'll survive without that. And it's time to put in a break. We don't have any cash to spend. Let's bring Napoleon out. No, Turin probably needs him still there. In terms of the public order, yeah. So Yeah, the garrison forces. So actually I might need to bring Serurier back. Have we got recruitment going on in Turin? No. How about in here? No. Let's forget about that. And instead, we'll get us some militia to help out with the garrison duties. And now put in a break. So when we come back, I think we'll probably send Napoleon in to try and wipe out these armies. Once we've secured that, then we can push in towards Milan. See how things are in Turin. I would prefer to send Serurier in here, but we'll wait until the next turn. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment, rate the video, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. And hope to see you again next time. Cheers.